We are, hold on a second, Steve. We are
Yep.
live. This is what is this? Part four?
3.
Part three of three. So this will be the final part of our battle, Blucher, we got going on. We made a little changes to the lineup. Michael here has sided with the French, helping Jerry out in the command roles here. And Stephen and Ian are in charge of the Russians, as they were yesterday. We're going to finish this battle hopefully today. Just a quick rundown of what's happening. Down here we've got the old middle guard, or the young and the middle guard, in a strong defensive position. We've got a battery of horse guns, 2 infantry brigades. They have 2 cuirassiers, which are part of the cavalry corps, which have just broken through the left flank of the Russian army. Let's see what they can do with that and capitalize on it. The Russians continue to advance, some of which have gone into prepared formation, which is similar to being in a square. It's pretty stable here, actually, at the moment. Let's see where the players go with that. Towards the village, we have the Saxons. They've been pushed back. They have 2 infantry, 50% of their infantry, currently heading off the battlefield. The rest are trying to hold their ground. We'll see if the Russian Guard Corps can continue the push and break through and get rid of those Saxons. The Russians are in control of the village at the moment, which pretty much guarantees them victory if the battle goes the full 30 turns. So the French have a lot of pressure on them at the moment. Further to the north, we've got the 3rd Corps of Russians, which is made up of basically musketeer brigades advancing across the river. I'll point them out here. Located in this position here, right next to the cuirassier, which the cuirassier are part of the Guard Corps for the Russians, the Guards and Grenadier Infantry. 2 cuirassier brigades up there. Otherwise, they're waiting for Ney to approach. It's turn 13, the top of turn 13, and Ney has not arrived. So we'll see what happens with that. That's something we check at the end of the French turn. The player roll a d6, multiply it by 5, because he's coming on an edge that's occupied by Russians. And if it equals or is less than the current turn number, those reinforcements come onto the board. So that's how that works. So something to look forward to. And hopefully Richard, our 3rd player for the French, will be here later in the day, and he's actually in charge of Ney's corps. If he's not here, I suppose Jerry might take over that corps. We'll see. So that's the situation. We're starting off turn 13 with the Russians. Ian, go for it.
Right. If it's all right with Steve, I think because those 2 infantry brigades right in the south are surrounded by enemy cavalry, I'd like to do an activation, a corps activation to put them into prepared.
All right, it's 1, 2.
Yeah.
Now mark them with a little white marker.
Yeah. I just don't want them facing all that cavalry without being prepared in square. Okay, over to you, Steve.
Okay, mate, cheers. Curtis, the camera at the north end of the table, is there any chance we could tilt it just slightly up, please, so I could see a bit more of the village? That's great, thank you. Right. So the 2 units heading off the table, are they basically shattered? They're worn?
Yeah, they're down to 1 Elan each.
Right. And
Quick
the
kills if you can get.
Sorry?
Quick kills if you can get to them.
Well, yeah. I don't suppose there's no way the cuirassier could get up there, is there?
No, they move 4 base widths.
Oh, yeah. Right. The two leading infantry brigades. Right. Could I get a corps activation on the 4 units there, or?
The one in the village? Where there's one.
No. The 2 and the 2 behind.
Those are part of the 3rd Corps. They're a different corps.
Right. Okay. So it's just the 3 by the village that can activate, yeah?
Right, this one, and this one.
Okay. Right, the one closest to the village, if they could advance and turn to face south.
Like this?
Yeah,
All right, you want to face this guard unit?
yeah, yes, please.
What's that?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. The unit behind them, if they could just follow them up.
Whereabouts? Right here?
Sorry, the unit directly behind that one. Yeah, those. If they could just follow up. And then the remaining units, again, sort of 45 degrees towards south.
Is that where you want to be? Into that
Yeah,
space?
yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah.
You are in close range to these retreating Saxons, but you can't shoot and move. Same
Yeah.
thing here with these guards, with this unit.
Okay. Now I can't quite see clearly. Are the 2 Cuirassier units right down at the bottom here? Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. You're done with that activation.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah. That's an activation on that core. Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. Am I okay to have another core activation here?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing I need to do, so you go ahead.
Right. Okay. The forward Cuirassier unit. Yeah. If they could advance, sort of between. Yeah. Towards the troops that have just moved. Right.
Add 2 more.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I think that's me for core activations, Ian.
Okay.
Good.
We've got away. Right, let's have a look. Right, I'll do an individual activation on the 1 unit in the south between the 2 hills there that isn't prepared and put them into prepared. If you want that, sir.
Individual?
Yeah. Excellent.
Good.
Okay. Steve, over to you if you need it.
Okay. Sorry, you know the small hill by the river, there, the infantry that crossed the stream in front of it. Yeah, are you commanding that, Ian?
No, you are.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Also,
Yeah.
this battery of guns and this infantry belong to this.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't realise that.
This unit here is part of this corps.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's fine then. I didn't realise that. Right, in that case then. Right, that infantry regiment that is across the river, if he can pivot to the northwest, yeah, pivot to the northwest, and then move forward his move. Yep, lovely jubbly.
You're in front of your guns.
Sorry?
You're in front of your cannon. They won't be able to fire.
All right, that's a bit of a bummer. I don't really want to go. I don't really want to go through that field because it's rough ground, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bugger. Okay, you better take them back to where they were. I don't want to mask the gun. There's nothing else. Nothing else I can do there. I don't think. So if you're happy, Steve, we can go to shooting.
Yeah, I'm good with that, mate.
All right, let's start on the south. No range, no range. You got the cannons here. They have one shot remaining. Do you want to fire? If you fire it, this unit will be picked up and retired from the battle because it's its last shot. You have a target. It's this artillery unit, so it'll be counter battery fire. Half dice.
Yeah, he might as well have a final hurrah before he says goodbye.
All right.
How many dice do I get for him?
You get 3 dice. Half. It's going to be 2 dice because you're
2
right.
dice.
So 2 dice needing 6s.
A 5 and a 2. No good.
All right. This unit is retired from the battlefield.
Right.
Out of ammo. You have this unit that's prepared. They're at short range to the cavalry. Your dice will be halved when shooting at cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
This unit also has long range to the same target, the cavalry.
Okay.
We got 2 units in range of this guard cavalry unit, which has 2 Elan remaining. You want to shoot?
Yeah, I do. So if I take the one with short range first.
All right, it's 2 dice. That's what you'll roll, and it's halved for shooting at cavalry. It's 1 dice.
1 dice. Right.
Give me 6.
A 3.
Nope. This unit, same thing. Long
Yeah.
range, fire at cavalry. It has an Elan of 4. Half is 2. You roll 2 dice, needing 6s.
No, 2 and a 4. I've obviously taken over Michael's dice, I think.
Down, we have the artillery here. They've shot twice so far. You do have a Saxon battery in range. You have this unit of infantry in range. And that's it.
Right. Well, it's half dice whichever I fire at, isn't it?
Against the artillery, it'll be half. Against the infantry, it'll be your full dice. You don't have a penalty on that. Long range isn't penalized for guns.
Okay, I'll fire on the infantry then.
All right, you fired twice so far. This will be your 3rd shot. You're going to roll 5 dice.
What do I need? 6s.
6s.
Would you believe? Not 1.
That's good, because I was having a squeaky bum moment there.
Yeah. I mean, you would have thought out of 5 dice you'd manage 1, wouldn't you? 2, 2, 3, 3, 5.
All right, you got the heavy guns. They have the Saxons, the ones that were just missed by Ian, and this battery of Saxon artillery.
Right. I'm going to go for the guns, please, Curtis.
All right, this will be your 3rd shot. You are going to roll 5 dice.
5.
You need 6s, but you also hit on a 5.
Yeah.
It's half your dice, because you're shooting at artillery. So just re-roll it.
Sorry, is that 3 dice? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You also have your commando there. Do you want to relay the guns? You get a +1.
Well, yeah, I may as well.
All right, so
Right.
5 plus 1 is 6. Half is 3 dice. 3
3 dice. Yeah, I've scored 1 hit.
All right, that's enough to cause them to retreat, unless they're destroyed, but there's nothing else to shoot at it. So that unit will end up retreating. Next. Moved, moved. That's it for shooting. Close assaults, I don't think there is any. So that's it. Let me retreat these Saxons and we'll go right to the French. All right. French turn. Intelligence is first. Everything is pretty much revealed. So you're good. You can go right into your commands. Start off with Napoleon and his excellent staff work. You're good.
And roll for nay?
No, we do that at the end.
Or do we? Okay.
Yeah. So,
Core activations.
well, I'll let the guard take the lead here.
Right. That's those. Yeah. Yep. Just the infantry, isn't it? And the guns.
You have these 2 infantry units. This
And-
infantry unit up here. Don't forget him.
And they're being attacked right now, aren't they?
Oh.
The chaps by the village.
Yeah, they're in range, but they haven't been shot at yet.
Okay. I can't quite make out what's there. Is there an artillery piece?
That is an attack. That's a brigade of infantry with attached guns. What that does is it gives you an extra die when you shoot.
Okay. Right.
You have full Elan. I believe it's 7.
Okay.
Plus you have shock, and I believe you're steady. I don't remember. Let's see. Let me look real quick, Michael, so you know.
I think it should be.
Your infantry has skirmish, shock, and steady. Now,
Yes.
what skirmish is, it means you hit on the first 5 when you're shooting at long range.
Right.
Okay, so you skirmish fire. You can get more hits at long range. Not short range, but long.
That's short range. Am I at short range at the moment then?
You
Or
are.
long.
It looks like it. Yeah, almost. You're right at
Yeah.
long range. So if you fired now with them and they're in the fire phase, you'd hit on the first 5 as well as the 6s. Just so you know.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm standing there. That's fine. On the other hand, what's canister? Can you remind me about canister?
Its range is, I believe, 2 base widths, and again, you hit on the first 5 as well as 6s.
So if I advance the horse artillery towards the squares,
Right, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
oh,
Jerry,
Yep.
these horse artillery actually belong to the cavalry corps,
Right. Okay.
oh,
unless you want him to command it in this battle. It's up to you. It's a separate corps, though. The only thing he has is these 2 infantry brigades and this cavalry brigade, and the one up there with the Saxons at the moment. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. Sorry, Michael. You couldn't fire with it. So
okay.
you have these 2 infantry brigades.
Yeah.
Cavalry and the infantry up there.
Do you wanna
Okay.
get the infantry moving with a corps first.
Yes. Bring those forward then. Should we close on the squares?
No. No, we need to
Aren't
reinforce.
we? Sorry. Aren't we at advantage being deployed and they're in a square?
Only insofar as they're little men down there, but bearing in mind the main objective is the village way to the north. I think getting them broiled down south with our guard would just be waste
Okay.
of time.
Well, okay. What do you suggest then?
bring the infantry north.
Bring them north.
Yeah, and we could leave the we'll leave the cavalry and the horse artillery down there to play with the squares. Because at some point they'll either have to come out of the squares and walk north, at which point we just start hitting them in the rear.
I'll follow orders. About face then, and towards the road, please.
Okay.
The Russian north of the village there. See the unit that's facing the French? What's their land currently? Yeah, them.
This one is 6. This one is 5. 6, 5. Everything else is full of land. 7s and 6s.
Where's my other Saxons up there? Just on the road bottom of the village? Yeah. We go for core activation and activate the retreating Saxons.
Right, they have to do that as an individual.
Oh, do they have to? Oh, in that case, we'll ignore that then.
But that's if you're retiring. Right now, you can't retire, so you can't activate them as a core.
Yeah, I just activate them as a core and move them westward, always westward. Our own tiny version of Manifest Destiny.
You can also activate.
That wouldn't be a core though, would it?
Yeah, it would. They're part of
would it be close enough? Oh, in that case, if you move him south and west, I don't want to walk directly in front of the. Yeah. Try and get back to form a line somewhere.
So they're kind of covering the retreat.
Covering something.
All right, that's 3 momentum spent. These units here are basically individual activations because they're all kind of isolated. That's a different core. These guys are too far from each other, so they're individuals. They move. You do have a cavalry corps. Both these that's the wrong one.
Yeah, it's the 2 spread out there, so I think they're going to be activating as individuals.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's probably it for our cores.
Where would you like to start? This guy can go right off the table. Got one line.
Yeah. I'd like to. I'm not too worried about him at the moment. I'd like to protect the more functioning units first. The Saxon at the road, can they support the French to their left, or to the west there through the village, or do they have to come round behind them? Because I know you said to ignore the actual buildings on the village.
Yeah, the village is actually right here.
It's the smaller square in the center. Yeah. So they're not in a terrible position. And my guns are currently facing away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we want to turn the guns. They have a 90-degree arc, yeah? Is it?
45 to the front.
Right.
So
If we can pivot them in some way that they could see both them, yeah. We can live with that. The cavalry facing the two entrenched or prepared south of the river, just the very tip of it. We have one set of cavalry on to Elan. They've just been shot at.
Yeah,
Down,
they need to be
down.
pulled back.
Yeah. Can we pull them back towards the road? No, the unit beside the prepared infantry in the centre of the board. Down.
By the river.
Come south. South.
At the end of the river.
South. Stop. There we go. That's them. Yeah, pull them back to relative safety. Don't need to come all the way back, because what's the range of the? It's only 2, isn't it? For
difficult maneuver. Phase 2. You can still face that direction.
and yeah, that would be ideal. There we are.
All right, shooting.
That's all right.
All right, we'll start in the center here with the Saxons. We've got, you guys obviously know, but you do have this guard unit. Yeah, Michael, you can fire at. Let me see.
Are we starting there then?
Well, I think so.
Okay then.
We'll be at long range. We'll hit on the first 5 as well as 6s. Now, you have an Elan, I believe it's 7. Guard infantry, 7. +1 for the attached guns is 8. Now, you're at long range, so it's halved down to 4. So roll 4 dice. You hit on the first 5 as well as any 6 because you have the skirmish ability.
5 and 6s. Or a 5 and a 6.
First 5, yeah.
1 5. Okay, right. I got a 6.
Yay!
Thank you.
Okay. Take whatever we can get, mate.
That's it. I'll retire now.
All right, you knocked the Grenadiers down to 5 Elan. Good shot.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Saxon unit, which can't fire at anything. This cannon moved, can't fire. We come down here. You have the horse guns that can fire, and they have 1 shot remaining. All these guys are targets.
I'd be tempted to hold that.
Now you have a bonus to hit them because they're all formed.
Do we?
We'd hit on the first 5 as well.
That's one of those things at the moment, the threat is possibly greater than the damage it would inflict. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I agree.
You could save your shot. No, you didn't move them. But the whole point of, Tilly, is they can move and fire. Don't forget you have a sub-commander who has the artillery ability. Oh.
Yeah.
If you fire with this horse artillery, they're done. They have to retire after shooting.
Yeah. At what point can he relocate? In the movement phase, is it? At the start?
At the very start, when you allocate your commanders on the table, that's when you move them.
Right.
Before anything.
Okay. Well, I think he'll be coming south because he can resupply the horse artillery and make them a bit more effective. So we hold the hill for the time being.
All right.
And wait till we get the man with the powder kegs on his way down to them.
Okay.
I think that may be us. Yeah. Do you want to roll Napoleon? We're turned 14. We're turned 14.
13. Is it 13? No, it's 14.
It's 14. So a 1 or a 2. Watching.
Is it?
Close.
What is it?
Close.
Not
3.
close enough.
Oh, it's 15.
Yep. But by the time our turn comes round, you know Nay's coming.
Oh
There's a
boy,
column of dust in the north.
it's coming.
Onwards, ever onwards.
Okay, that's it. Ian, this is turn
15.
15.
Halfway.
15. Russia.
Steve, would you like to do a first core activation?
Good question.
Question's asking.
The Cuirassier, are they within charge range?
That would be 4 base widths, and they are.
I'll charge.
It's this unit of Saxons, and it would be a flank attack, which really doesn't matter because all that does is it causes the infantry to re-roll their successes, which you do anyway because you cavalry.
Okay, yeah, I'll activate that core then and charge the infantry.
So this one and this one.
Just that one, please, Kurt.
That'll be an individual activation.
Oh, sorry.
And now you can activate him just to activate him and not do anything with it. It would cost you 2 momentum. That'll be a core activation.
Yeah, actually, yeah, take the first one in. So the second one could basically just sit there. He's activated, but it's cost more activation points, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
These two are part of the 3rd corps.
Yeah, I'm thinking of taking them paddling again, believe it or not. I think for I'm not doing the core by the village. I don't want to do a core activation as such for those.
What do you want to do units?
Yeah, I think those two, yeah, the 2 infantry brigades there. If I could activate those, and if I could just turn them to the north, please, to look at that huge dust cloud that's coming. Yeah, I think that's me for core.
Right, okay. And
Hey,
then,
don't forget the Cossacks up here on the top. He's got 1 Elan. Now you could just pick him up and remove him, retire him if you want. No one's close by. Just don't forget he's there.
Sorry, am I in command of that one, Ian? Yeah, forgot
you
about
are,
it.
yeah, you can get rid of him.
Yeah, I just retired him then.
It's an individual activation.
Oh, sorry, Ian. Do you need core activation?
Oh, well, in that case, hold on then. Wait,
Yeah.
I've got a core activation I want to do. Right, on the south end of the table, get you walking again, Curtis. Right, the 3 units that are in prepared, the 3 infantry units that are prepared, are they all the same corps? Yeah, that one next to it, and the one behind.
This unit belongs to this corps.
Okay. Well, just those 2 then, that corps there. I want them, because I can move and it automatically takes them out prepared, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I want them to move towards the road.
Well,
Full move, yeah.
or would you rather overpay?
Yeah, you'll have to take the prepared markers off them now, won't you, because they've moved.
Yep.
Because I don't think, because I can't go straight back into it. Takes another activation, doesn't it? Another turn to go back into prepared.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's fine.
You can still shoot though.
Yeah,
You move.
that's the main. As long as I can shoot, that's fine.
Well, you can't shoot now. You move, but if
No,
you go prepared, you can still shoot.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Still got somewhere to go. Right. That's that that unit across the river. What I tried to move last time. Yeah, that one. I now want him to go west across that field towards the road, as far as he can get.
That's right up to the field.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's an individual activation. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I think we just about got done what we needed to do there.
Right, shooting. Start.
Could I take an individual move, please?
Now we've run the cards.
We're saved from a charge.
Momentum has come to a close. You're done. It's time to shoot. Next needle?
Right. Yeah, the infantry there.
Close range against this battery of guns.
Okay.
Let me check and see if your dice are half against artillery. Yes, they would be halved.
3 dice, yeah.
You have close range, so it's 5 dice. Halved, so it'll be rounded up 3 dice.
3 dice.
You need 6s.
No, no hits.
Out of arc.
Yeah.
Right, your artillery, your heavy cannon. This would be their 4th shot. You could fire at these infantry. The artillery are an option. That's 7 base widths right there, so 8 is max. So you can hit this as well. This infantry unit or this artillery unit? Long range.
Is the infantry unit on full strength?
It's on Elan 3.
3. I'll hit the infantry, please.
All right, you get your full number of dice against the infantry at long range. They are heavy guns. This will be your 4th shot, which is 4 dice. You need 6s in your first 5.
Plus he's got the commander with it.
Yeah, do I get a plus?
If you want it. So it'll be 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 dice in full.
Okay. Oh, nothing.
Not even a 5?
No.
Oh, wow.
Everything but a 5.
Right, this unit of artillery, Ian, that's part of this corps over here. You're in range of the Saxon infantry and the Saxon guns.
Well, the Saxon guns are looking the other way, so them infantry keep waving at me.
This will be your 4th shot. Your foot guns, though, you're not heavy, so you only hit on 6s. That'll be your 4th shot. You're going to roll 4 dice, needing 6s.
Right. Yo! 2 6s!
Mm-hmm.
2 3 6 6.
You just brought the Saxons down to 1 Elan. They are spent. You're going to have to get off the table.
They had a good innings.
Oh, God. All right, next. These guys moved.
Yeah, they can't do anything. That one in the south, where you've got your stick now. I know he's in square. Does that mean he can fire in any direction, or does he still only get his face in?
Yeah, he retains his front facing. Nothing changes.
Even though he's in a square, he can't fire in.
It's not a square. It's a paired formation. There's some battalions
Right.
might be in square and some not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Out of range.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
So that's it.
Mm.
That's it. End of shooting. Close combat. There's one overheat resolve, Steve.
Well, we've got that cavalry, haven't we?
I feel this is going to go well.
Not the way I'm rolling, mate.
I wasn't talking about you. Get my 2 dice there.
All right. Probably going to be pretty brutal.
Give you a final opportunity to surrender. Can't say I'm not magnanimous.
Jerry, you have Elan 3, -1 because you're conscript attacked by cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2.
See,
You also,
told you.
you also have to reroll your successes.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're all there. No, that's brought me down to 50%. And none. 0%.
Right, cavalry, you have Elan 7 +1 for shock. You have 8 dice to roll.
Shocked, I was bloody flabbergasted.
Oh. 2.
2 to zip. You have 1 by 2. The defender takes the difference, which knocks him down to 1. He's going to have to retreat. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You have to retreat, even though you're 1.
Mm-hmm.
You take 1 Elan loss. So you are knocked down from 7 to 6.
I'll teach you for herring about all over the countryside, like some flibberty gibbet.
You have to retreat because you didn't destroy the infantry.
Yeah. I need to change mine.
But I'm counting that as a success.
Yeah, it was a success. If you get attacked from behind by Carassia and you survive it, there you go. I thought that was a nailed on
Yeah,
victory.
me
Well,
too.
pretty much is. He's fatigued now. He has to come off the table. You can't charge it. The only use these guys have at this point is just to shoot with 1 dice. Which isn't worth it. 1 close combat and they're dead. Alright, that was the fight there. The cuirassier bounced off the Saxon infantry, but the Saxon infantry took heavy casualties. They have to withdraw from the tabletop. They are spent. So there they go. The cuirassier is still facing the Saxons. That's the situation. So, end of the Russian turn.
Mm. Well, not so bad. At least we took that infantry down to 1.
Start of your turn, intelligence, nothing to check out. Almost. Your start of your phase. Do you want to move any commanders?
Mm-hmm. Daru to the horse artillery in the south.
All right, it's too far away. They can only move 4 base widths. So what
That's
you
what
do?
hell.
So
Started walking.
So what you do is you take him off the table.
Okay.
He can only attach to other artillery within 4 base widths. There is none. So take him off the table. Next turn, assign him to this unit.
Okay, that's fine. We shall do this thing.
And that is it. Now you can go to your command phase. Core activation. Like, if you wanted to use Napoleon's excellent staff work, this is when you do it. It has to be the first core activation you make. No matter how many units, it costs 2 momentum points.
You don't have to remind them every time, Kato.
It has yet to be used 1 time in this battle. I don't know why. I'm making it clear. Quiet, Ian, you're winning. All right, go ahead, Jerry.
It's only because you want to get that bloody Napoleon figure you painted in the turn.
Damn it, I worked hard painting him. You can't see him, he's a giant blur still.
If we had more than 2 brigades kicking around together, we would have been using it.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think even Napoleon.
We haven't needed to do it. There's not been enough people. I would like to use core activation with my Saxons
Okay.
to get them away from there, away from the bad, bad men.
All right. These guys are individual activations.
Oh, because they're all fatigued to
But
one.
but you can move them off the table. These
Yep.
two can move off the table. You can't make it.
Right, well, if we activate all three as a core, take two off the table and push the other one as close to table edge as you can.
Bye-bye.
This might not be a bad idea, we take everything off. So we don't have a break point, and then we just sit back and wait for Nay.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of taking your ball.
Yeah,
going
but
home.
actually that's a good idea. I never thought of that. Just take everybody off and leave us sat there picking our nose.
Okay. They'll have to be individuals. Your infantry to the south, Michael.
Yeah, I think it needs to hit the road.
How about here?
Can you position me on the road?
It wouldn't matter. You want them on the road?
Okay. Yeah. No. Well.
We're putting them on the road, not bringing them dangerously close to being shot by those infantry. Yeah, those. What's the distance between
those.
them? Yeah.
There's some dodgy cavalry in front of them there.
Yeah, that dodgy cavalry will be moving because they're currently, I think, possibly in short range. I don't want to be shot.
Okay. All right. So hang on then.
I'm not going to leave them out there to be shot to death just to protect some guards. I mean, what is this?
All right, that's two. You can also activate this guard unit at the same time. It's part of the guard corps.
Right. Well, in that case, you probably want to move them as well then.
Get them back as well.
Yeah.
You can put them all the way back here if you want.
What if you push them towards the hill? See the blue marked hill? Yeah. So we're just ahead of your column of march.
If I take you to here, you can face this direction. If I take you to here, you have to face toward me. Which do you prefer?
Whatever one means the infantry can't shoot them. If they can face towards the infantry from that part of the road and not be in long range, that would be probably better.
Close.
You're out of range with everything.
Out of range, that's okay then.
Looks good. All right, that's 3 momentum. Good. That's
Hmm.
Yeah. That's it. It's all individuals now. Remember, you got 2 cuirassiers here.
Yeah. We had a flag before we could do anything with them last turn. My Saxons south of the village, can they not support? Are they out of the arc of fire of the Russians to their left? The ones who were fired on by the French? Yeah, them. Or is it a range issue?
They are at long range. Let me check your arc.
Okey-dokey.
They're at long range, and they're in arc.
We'll just leave them where they are then.
You have 1 Elan.
Oh, I forgot about that. They received cannon to the face, didn't they?
Don't knock it, because our only success last one. In fact, it's our only loss. Success.
In fact, am I correct in thinking if I leave them there that the French can't be fired on by the cannon because they'll have to shoot the Saxons first. Would that be right?
These cannon here,
Yeah.
they can shoot at your cannon or the infantry. When it's
But they-
long
but-
range,
yeah,
can
but
shoot hard.
They can't shoot the French, the untouched French yet, because the Saxons are meat shield.
Right.
Yeah, in that case, Saxons are staying there. Somebody's got to take one for the team, and I've decided it's them. We need to protect what assets we have.
Rude. Just rude.
I know they're only Saxons. Karase to the south then. The unit facing the retreating cavalry. Yeah. Shall we try a little charge into the rear of them as they go?
Michelle.
Quizzes. I was hoping for all the individuals in the world there, but we can probably live with that.
Right, at least you got a charge in there.
Hmm.
Michael, you only got like 3 units to command. No, you got 4. It's got the cavalry. Right. Shooting. Start up here. Saxons and French guard units. They're near the village. These guys have no one to shoot at. Or do they? I think I
That's
said
a long range shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a long range.
one
If I
guy-
fire, do they have to withdraw because they're currently on one Elan, or they just sit there and be terrible?
They can shoot. They have
Oh.
one, which is half and rounded up because it's
Yeah.
long range. So
Yeah, that's fine. We'll give that a go, shall we?
Right.
6.
Oh, yes.
5-1 drops to 4. 4-1. Now, we got a guard infantry brigade with attached artillery. Michael, this is you. You are
Yep.
shooting at the same unit, and it
Yep.
is long range.
Same again, was it?
It's long range, same target. You're
Yep.
on 7 plus 1 with a cannon, that's 8. And you're going to hit, it's going to be halved, so it's 4. But you also hit on the first 5. Because you
Right, yeah.
have the skirmish ability.
Rolling 4. 1, 2 4s, and a 6.
You got 1 hit. 4 Elan drops to 3. These grenadiers are being pounded. Next, these cannon moved, I believe, didn't they?
No, they moved the previous turn.
Previous
Anything.
turn.
Yeah. So they should be in a good position.
You could slam this infantry brigade of grenadiers.
That would be fantastic.
All right, you have currently you fired 2 times. These are foot artillery. This will be your 3rd shot. You're going to roll 4 dice. And you need 6.
Not a sausage.
Thank God for that.
All right, next, working our way south. Other thing we have here is the horse artillery. There's 1 more shot remaining. That's it. You want to shoot or you want to hold?
No, I think we need to hold with him because we can start resupplying once Duro returns.
Right. So just as a side note, if you are close assaulted, if you're charged, the number of dice you roll is equal to your current ammo. So that would be your 6th shooting. You would roll 2 dice. So that's what it would be in close combat. You roll 2 dice.
Kidobi.
Just so you know. Right, close assaults. That would be this down here. We've got Cuirassier charging the flank of the Russian Hussars. Cuirassier, you're going to roll 6 dice plus 1 per shot. So it's 7 dice.
4s.
Yep.
I'll roll that one again since it ended up on an edge. 2 so far. No, just 2.
All right, now the Russians only have 1 Elan. They have 1 dice to roll, and they're going to re-roll a success. 4 plus, please.
Just the one.
Yep.
Yeah, just number 1. No success.
By 2, you are destroyed. The French take 1 Elan loss, so their 6 becomes a 5, and they can advance if they want to. You want to go forward? 1 base.
No, I don't think I need to at the moment. No.
That's 1 destroyed unit for the Russians once again.
It's up to 5 now, Russians, yes?
I believe it's 5. I'm going to mark it now.
Practically halfway. How does it feel to be breaking? We're all fine here.
5. Yeah.
I'm just looking at the dearth of French forces on the table. I'll have to see. I tell you what, it's still knife edge, Joe. This
Yeah.
It's all gone, yeah.
Well, I fluffed the roll last time, so I think it's only fair to let my French colleague. Do you want to roll for nay?
Roll d6, multiply it by 5.
You need a 3 or less this turn. Don't mess it up, Michael. Go for it. Also, you're muted if you're trying to talk. You just ran off. He just ran off.
He didn't roll in case he...
Sorry, I was muted. 3.
Got the 3.
I got a 3.
That's excellent, because this is turn 16, so nay's here.
Nay has arrived. Let me mark it and show you what's done here. Well, Nay has arrived, folks. What that means is down here. You see this? This is the entry point of Nay. It comes on this edge.
You can't see, Curtis, you're talking to yourself because you can't see from the camera angle.
Look at the other camera. Can you see the other one?
No, it's out of shot on both.
Yeah, that's all right. We have a rough idea.
We've got a rough idea from here, but anybody who's, can't see it, you have to do that, because otherwise anybody watching the video won't be able to see it.
What we have here, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just going to put them out on the table. This is what's coming your way. Now, these aren't actually on the table. They're lined up against the edge. So far, there are 3 units. 4 units. And behind those 4 units are 3 more units. Nothing is on the table at the moment. In the next French turn, you're going to see these troops arrive. And they will be considered concealed, able to march move. The first, well, actually, I'm sorry, they have to move right now. They move up the 2 base widths onto the table from their current location. Let me do that, and then you will see what they are. You should be able to see this in the camera. It's 3 infantry units, and the 4th one over here, towards the west, is a cavalry unit. Behind them, another infantry unit, a second infantry unit, and an artillery unit. And Ney arrives. All his troops are on the board. They can all still march. So I'm not marking them, but just keep in mind, these guys are all marked as being able to march in their next turn, unless you could spot them. Ney is not on the table yet, but he is placed where he will be put on the table in the next turn. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see the.
See it roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Why the right over to the right? Is there a reason for that, not in the centre?
We've got that 2-foot edge to come on from.
Oh, you can come on anywhere.
Yeah. So we were talking to Curtis about this last night and this afternoon. So if things had been a bit different, they may have come on somewhere further along.
They could come on anywhere from that edge. That's the square on the map.
Yeah.
Not over there, not that 2 feet to the west, just this part over here to the east, or the west end, where they're located. You understand, Ian?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah,
So I assume then now they're now visible to my troops because they're within.
Not yet.
Well, they're within the base width distance.
During your intelligence phase of your turn, you'll be able to identify them. I'll measure the range. If they're at 4 base widths and within line of sight, you can reveal what they are and take away their march capability.
Okay.
You'll basically identify with your artillery battery every frontline unit. Well, they won't be able to march, unfortunately.
well, that's the reason they were deployed there for the whole game.
And it's the Russian turn. So, yeah. You want to deploy your commanders in any way, shape, or form? Redeploy them, whatever.
Oh, let me see now.
Bagration is in the town. He's close enough to attach himself to another grenadier unit if he wants. Also, Kutsayev, artillery commander, he's within distance of the battery. If you want to put him there. Right now he's with the heavy guns.
Mm-hmm. No, he's fine there. And I think Richard's happy enough to have that village as strong as possible.
Right.
That's going to be a tough baby to get into. Right, let's have a look and see. Right. This, before I do any movement, I just want to ask one thing, Curtis. The 2 infantry regiments that moved, that came out of prepared in the south, yeah. The southernmost one, is it able to fire on this artillery on the hill, or is it not facing the right way?
Looks like it's a close. No, it's long range. Yeah, you can hit it.
Can I hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't want to move them then. Right. Steve, do you need to do a core activation for anything?
The 3 batteries at the top, at the north, are they all one core? Yeah.
Yeah,
the ones facing those.
That's one core. That infantry and the artillery are all as part of the same core.
These 2 as well are part of that corps.
Oh, right, okay.
That's it. That corps, I think, only has 3 infantry brigades. 1, 2, 3, and the artillery battery.
That's it. That's all it had.
The mass.
Wow. What are you thinking?
Sorry, I can't quite see. I can't quite see to the right of the edge of the table. So what's facing there? Is it 2 batteries and an infantry brigade?
It's one mass battery
Yeah.
and 1 infantry brigade, but they are dug in. They're in prepared positions, which gives them an advantage.
Mm. It's the centre one. Is that the infantry? Yeah.
The artillery on the hill, the infantry are next to them.
Oh, right. Okay. The infantry aren't doing much there, are they?
They're quite happy there because they're behind a redoubt. You just leave them there, though, boy.
Mm. And there's a gun battery to their right. Is that right?
Yeah, that's also in a prepared redoubt, and they're quite happy as well.
And what's the other one towards the table edge?
There isn't anything else.
Is that it? Just those 2 units?
Just those 2 units, yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. We'll leave those then. The two by the river there, the 2 infantry brigades. Those 2, yeah. Could I take them closer to the village, please?
You'll be facing the village. Where do you want to go? Towards the village or this way?
Is it 1 base width if they're facing?
It'll be 2 base widths if you end up facing this direction.
No, I want them facing north. Yeah.
Well, no, that's not north, is it?
Sorry. Yeah, I want them to go south but face north.
I did. I moved them south, and they're facing.
And they're facing that. Yeah, that's fine. The Cuirassier, are they still within 2 base width, a base width to activate as a corps?
No.
No. So they're individual moves, yeah.
Yep.
Right. I'm good with individual moves then. Now we.
Okay, if you want to go with the individual, you go ahead.
Yeah, the Cuirassier that charged last time, are they within charge distance of the retreating infantry?
Oh boy. You might be. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take them in, please. We're still good?
Good.
Yeah, the infantry unit that was next to the Cuirassier before they moved, if I could wheel those towards the French infantry by the village. Are they within musket range?
Of the French unit, yes.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
Right, okay, I'll leave those there for now. That's fine. I think that.
We've got the flag. No, that's it then.
Oh, jeez.
Breathe a sigh of relief.
All right, shooting. Let's start from the north. Where Ney is located, you have a battery of guns behind earthworks that can fire at long range against some of Ney's infantry. You want to open fire?
Yes, please.
All right. Your full
Full
strength. This is full strength. You are medium foot guns. You have 6 dice. At long range against infantry, no modifiers. Straight 6.
6 dice.
6s.
Two.
These These are line infantry. They have 6 Elan. It now drops to 4. You got the one closest to the west. This side.
Okay. Okay.
Cannon just fired once. All right.
Yep.
So reveal yourself. You can't march now. That matters. Now, next up to fire, you have over on the other side some of your grenadiers. Right here. This unit of grenadiers has 3 Elan. It is within short range, which means you'll use your full 3 Elan to fire on these guard infantry.
Okay.
3 dice, meaning 6s.
None. Nothing.
This guy's moved.
Yeah.
You've got this cannon, who would be firing for the 5th time. He can fire at these Saxons, maybe finish them off. They have 1 Elan. Or these artillery, way back here.
Has that artillery got any hits on it?
It has, well, no hits. It's down to 3. It's fired 3 times.
Fired 3 times.
The hits on these guys don't accumulate. You just
Yeah.
They're not worth anything against at all. It just
Yeah.
gets a bit. So.
Okay, I'll go against the infantry, please.
All right, that's long range. You're going to roll. This will be your 5th shot. Oh. You've got heavy cannon.
I'm the commander.
And a commander. You have 3 plus 1 is 4. You're going to roll 4 dice against the infantry. You need 6s, and you hit on a 5 as well.
Okay.
First 5.
Oh, jeez. Nothing. Jeez.
All right, this battery, Ian, is also in range of those infantry and the Saxon artillery.
Right.
This will be your 5th shot. Their foot guns. You will be rolling 3 dice
Right.
against the infantry. 2 dice against the artillery.
1 hit. 1 hit.
That breaks them. The Saxon unit scurries off. Counts as broken.
They did their job.
Yeah, it took some cracking to them, boys.
That would have been halfway towards our old break point, but I'm going to have to get Curtis to calculate our new break point now with Nay in the field.
That's right.
So, no longer do we have to worry about losing 6. We've got so many more men to throw into the meat grinder. Michael, do you want to use Nay whenever we get to our turn? Take his fresh column.
Okay, yeah, fine.
And I'll deal with the scraps we have at the south, rather than trying to work out who owns what and where and when.
Yep.
Seven. Your break point is 7. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Half of that is 7. Your break point for your army is 7.
Ooh, that's because all them units have retired, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So you're at 3 so far, and your break point is 7. So write that down.
Okey-dokey.
And yeah, that's it. Where are we?
Still got the shooting of that, firing at those troops on the hill, aren't I? The battery on the hill.
Battery in the hill?
The infantry,
The infantry.
attacking, shooting at the battery on the hill, the foot battery, the horse artillery, sorry.
All right, that's going to be long range. You have 4 Elan at long range, so it's halved for a lot of reasons. So you're going to roll 2 dice, needing 6s.
Yeah, nothing.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it. The shooting is over. We got a close combat to resolve. We got Steve with his cuirassier charging into the flank of retreating Saxons. It's definitely going to destroy them. But go ahead and roll it anyway. You never know. You could win by one. Saxons are going to roll one dice.
Reroll successful?
You're going to beat him this time.
Probably.
Oh,
No, not so much.
Nothing?
No, nothing at all.
All right, the cuirassier, you don't have to roll. You just take a non-hit for fighting. So you drop down to 5 block.
Okay.
These guys are destroyed. That's 4 units broken. I suppose you don't want to advance.
No.
All right, so that's 4 units broken toward the 7.
Well, that's just double the total in one round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, close combat is done. And that's it for the Russians, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Start of the French turn. Do you want to allocate your leaders? You have both leaders off the board, so you can put them anywhere you want.
What's Ney's ability?
Ney is a hero. May attempt to rally 1 unit per turn from his core only, or within 2 base widths. He can attach to it, or it could be within 2 base widths of a unit from his core. And basically, what a rally is, that unit that he chooses, roll a dice on a 4+. That unit gains an Elan back. However, it does put Ney at risk. So you roll an extra dice. If it comes up 6, he's wounded and taken out of the game. So when any units in his core take damage, just rally him with this. That's what it's for. He has a chance of getting back a Elan for that unit.
well, that's useful. We've lost the camera. We lost the northern camera.
Technical difficulty. All right, that camera shut down for a minute, so I'll have to wait. You want to allocate anything?
Yeah, Daru. Can we get him with the horse
yes.
artillery?
All right. He's now with the horse artillery, which is where?
Hill. Yeah.
Ney?
And they.
You could bring him on the board just to have him on the board. He doesn't have to use the ability. Just put him with one of his units down there. Right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's Michael's core commander, so nobody likes to see the commander languishing at the back. Napoleon. They always want to see him up at the column. And can we use?
All right, go to activations. If you want to use Napoleon now, you can.
Yeah, excellent staff work. We can use that on Ney's column, can we?
That's a good idea, yeah.
So his entire column could move for 2.
They can, if the whole front is revealed, none of them can march.
Yeah.
The back 3 units can still march.
If they activate as a whole, the entire column, it still only costs 2, and because the front are moving, the rear marchers can move through them. Isn't that correct?
You can't move within line of sight. You know what? The whole thing with marching, you might as well forget. There's just too many units to spot you. There's nowhere to go because you have to stop within 4 basements of an enemy unit, and you can't move in the line of sight of the unit.
Okay.
So, which is 8 basements. So there's Cossacks over here. You might as well just move normal. So cavalry will move 4, infantry 2. But it only costs you 2 momentum to move every one of these units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units. So for 2 momentum, go for it. Can you see them? Let me move them.
No.
No, they're just out of shot at the moment.
Aha. Ooh. Just about. Right.
The other camera should be popping in.
Yeah.
I think it's in. All right, let me kill that. Hold on. Sorry. Right, we can look at that camera and see what's going on. Can you see that?
No. I got full screen.
See that? Yeah.
Oh, that's better. Ah, right. So it's infantry in the front, 5 units, artillery to the rear with 2 cav, yeah?
2 infantry.
Oh, 2 infantry. All right.
This one is the only cavalry you have.
Ah, right. Yes, there it is. Okay.
Now, just keep in mind, here's the one very important thing. This cavalry brigade belongs to the cavalry corps. It's not part of this corps. So don't activate him with these guys. You can't. That's a separate corps.
He's part of my corps to the south. Then
Yep.
just gets dispersed amongst the army.
Yep.
And so it has to be used as an individual unit activation.
You can still control him. I'm not going to be fussy and take him back. Don't worry. He's yours. No one can take that away from you.
Oh, good. Right. Okay, fine. Right, so we're on table and that's it for the turn, is it?
No, we came on table at the end of our last turn, so we can move them
Right, that's
as normal now. So it's up to you. But the core activation will have to ignore the cavalry.
Yeah. Can I see the view ahead, please? Okay. Oh, down a bit, please. Okie dokie. Right, and so baddie cavalry off to the right, yes, over the stream. Yeah. So let's pile ahead then at full speed, please.
You want to cross the stream?
As far as I can go, please.
You only move 2 because you're going into the stream. So you'll stop right at the base of the stream. Don't have enough movement to go into it. So you would stop right there.
Is that the cavalry?
That's the cavalry.
Yeah. Do we not have to leave them till we get the core done?
Oh yeah, that's right. They're not part of this corps.
Yeah. I should keep my mouth shut, but honor dictates.
So this unit, infantry,
Yep.
What's the line of sight or the arc for the fortified? So really that's your guiding line right there. You don't want to be on the ass end of that.
straight ahead. You move 2 base widths, or you can head towards the stream. The max is 2 base widths.
Yeah, let's go towards the stream, 2 base widths.
cannon are in a position to fire if they don't move. Or you can move them. There will be 2 base widths.
Let's move everything in the same direction as the first line. So that's the core activation.
That
Done.
is the activation, and it costs you 2 momentum. Move 6
Okay.
units. Very good.
So another core activation now. Yes.
Yeah, the French on the road. The cavalry and infantry on the road are all a single corps, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
3 units. You got the cavalry, guard cavalry, which is down the Tulan. You got 2 full strength guard infantry brigades. Right now they're heading and facing towards this small hill.
Yep, that's fine. Let's continue with that.
Cavalry,
The infantry in the center, the Russians behind the yellow line, they didn't get a chance to prepare, did they? They
no.
ran out of puff.
Tulan,
What's their range at the moment? So we're just out of range on that.
They're a little over 2 base widths away, so they can't even shoot you.
Okay, that's fine. Can we push the cavalry north of them, keeping sort of between the road and the crop field? So not even that far yet. About there, yeah, that would be good. What's the range on cannon? 8? Is it?
8. So that was 3.
Okay.
Next activation.
I would like to pull my horse artillery back slightly on that hill.
They can move 3.
I don't even think they need to move that far, Curtis. If I move to the southern edge of the hill they're on, is that doable? Because they're not. Yeah, but stay on the hill itself, just below the crest. Yeah, that would take them out of range of the Russian gun.
Right, the crest line runs right along here.
Right.
So this whole part right here can be seen.
Okay.
If you want to pull back to this point right here, you can't see.
It's more just to get them out of range of the southern Russian infantry regiment, the one that was shooting. No, the one that was shooting at them. Yeah. So I don't need to pull too far back. I don't think. I just.
Right. Do you still want to shoot, or do you want to? You only got. Yeah.
No, that.
You can move 3 each turn, so it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
You can still move and shoot. So.
And I'm hoping, because the reload rule is anytime you could shoot and choose not to, you can reload ammo with Duro. So
Right.
even though we've moved, does that mean because they can move and shoot normally, I'll still be able to use that?
Well, that's a good question.
isn't it? Though
Yeah, you should be able to reload.
that's great. Then we'll do that. Retire and reload, lads, and we'll be back to the fight shortly.
All right, that is individual activations now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Getting dicey now. I think, to be honest, Michael's going to grab a drink. I'm going to wait for him to come back because
I'm back.
I'd probably like to move the cavalry. Grant, do you want to move the cavalry now before I start footering with things down here? Because I don't need to move any of these immediately, and we don't want to hit the Russian card and leave your cavalry unmoved to the north.
Okay, I've got I've got Cossacks on my flank, haven't I?
You do, just at the tributary there, yeah.
Okay, can I? And they've been taking some casualties. They've got some damage there, haven't they?
Oh, they're down to one, if I remember correctly. They got a massive pasting from my glorious French cavalry.
Yeah,
Okay.
they can't charge you.
Yeah, they're just there to spot and drink.
And
I think.
directly-
To be brutally honest, they were probably picnicking at this stage, thinking they were well out of the war, everything was going swimmingly, and then they ran into them.
Yeah, they're well down the bottle of vodka, so you're pretty safe with them.
Mm-hmm.
So directly ahead, there's the cavalry just beyond that marshy area, isn't there? Directly
No,
ahead.
Yeah, further towards the village, there was returning cavalry. Correct.
But I believe I can move the dragoons through, can't I? The infantry.
Yeah,
Can they pick their way through?
Go for it.
So just make for the stream then, please. And do I have more movement?
No. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
The stream counts as difficult, so it'll
Okay, right.
reduce it.
Okay then.
Sounds good.
You're still good.
Still good. This is excellent news. My very southeastern unit of cavalry. Way. Hey, that's them. Look at them. They're facing the wrong way. The war's behind them. Yeah. So can we reposition them to face the infantry behind? Yep. That's good enough for me for the time being.
Good.
Yeah. How close is the infantry firing range to them?
Out of range.
But they are relatively close if I start.
A little over 2 base widths at the moment.
Yeah, if I start moving too much. Can we try and get them back towards a core without?
You still want to face the Russians?
If possible. If
That'll
possible.
be this far,
Right.
like this.
And then they may not be far off a core maneuver next turn then.
Good.
I think that's sufficient onto the day.
All right, shooting. Oh boy. Gotta love that momentum mechanic. I love that.
Certainly helped us out several times. I think the Russians may be feeling less inclined towards momentum.
All right, these guys all move to the north, so none of May's stuff can run. Down here near the village, the Saxons, you have Guard Infantry Brigade at full strength, which is 7 Elan. Fire on this unit here of Grenadiers. They
Yep.
only have 3 Elan.
I think that's a no-brainer there, isn't it?
Surely.
7 plus 1 for the attached artillery is 8 dice. You are at long range, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's moved there in some time.
4 dice.
4 dice.
6s and the first 5. How is it?
I have 1 5.
You get a hit. You knock the grenadiers down to 2 Elan.
It's a hit.
Next, these artillery, these Saxon guns.
Yep, let's try the supporting unit. Yeah, them.
Long range. This will be your 4th shot. It should be 4 dice. No modifiers.
Okay.
Nope, it's only 3 dice.
2 dice now. Okay.
3 dice.
3.
3. All 3 dice.
Okay. Really missed Giroux in there. Oh, not a sausage. None. None. And have you marked the artillery at the south as reloading? The foot, yeah, or horse artillery rather.
Okay, you're good.
Excellent. I think that may be us for this.
That is it.
Yeah.
Combats. There is none. So we go right to the end of the turn. It's time for the Russians.
Russian turn 19.
Yeah. Good show.
Right. Steve, do you want to do a core activation?
Yeah. The core facing Ney. Does the artillery battery have any field of fire at all?
Yes. This unit is a target. One day is personally with. It has 4 Elan.
Okay. For now.
Is that short range?
Let me check and see. That's canister. So that
Oh,
makes
beautiful. Well, he's definitely not moving then. Right, can I go back to the village, please, Kurt? The unit that's down to 2. Could I withdraw them north, please? Yeah. Now the unit that's that one, the one at an angle. Could they wheel round and take their position, please?
Want to be at close range?
No. Is the other unit in musketry range? The what? Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He'll remain stationary then.
So
Was that just a single? Was that just a single activation then?
no, he's doing a core. So it's
Okay.
Have you got any more core activations, Ian?
Well, if you go ahead. If you've still got something else, but before you go to individual, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think I have got any more core, to be fair. No.
these 2 units of musketeers can move as a core.
Could they do the same as they did last time and retire 1 facing the enemy, please, towards the village? Okay, yeah, that's me for core, Ian.
Okay. Right, we're still good. Right. Okay, the infantry. These guys at the bottom, near your cards, the 2 units that are, not prepared. Can they move towards the road, please? in a northwesterly direction. If you can pivot them and turn them, yeah, that way. Yeah.
You can move up to this far.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ian,
Good.
just a reminder, mate, I've got a couple of individual units. If
Yeah, go ahead.
if you can just bear that in mind. The cuirassiers that are facing the board edge, right in front. Yeah. Could I wheel those towards the south? How
That's how
close?
far you should move.
They can move to there, yeah. Which way is that gun? Is the gun facing the artillery? Is that facing the river? That's right.
Oh no, it's facing north because we know where you are, son.
Right, can I head down behind it then, please? Out of your talk.
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And if we're still good.
You're perfectly out of its arc.
Yeah, that's great. I haven't got a very good view of that end of the table. Is there any chance we could tilt the other camera up slightly, please?
You need to move to cards, Curtis. See if we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
The heavy artillery. Could he reload, please? Where's the other cuirassier unit?
Well, that reload is done during your shooting.
Oh, is it? Right, sorry. Yeah, okay. Let me just switch cameras. Right. I think that's me.
Is that good? Well, that's good then, because there is something else I'd like to do.
Okay.
Curtis, the infantry regiment that's about to enter the field, in the centre, yeah, that one. Can you move it forward its full move, please? As far as it can go in the rough ground. Does that put it in musketry range of the road? I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
His cavalry are out of range.
That's okay. He ain't going nowhere. Good. How many shots has my medium artillery got? That's just just south of the heavy battery. That one, yeah.
It's fired 5 times.
So it can, yeah, right. Okay.
One more shot.
One more shot. That's okay. As long as I know that I've got something to fire. Right, this right next to the pack of cards and just south of the river and the hill. There's one of the regiments that's in prepared. It's on its own. That one, yeah. I'd like it to move. I'd like it to move north. Northwest. Try and scout round the edge of that river, yeah, not pleasant through it.
Now remember, this unit is part of this corps.
Yeah. But it's too far away to be a core activation anyway, isn't it?
Right, but now you're going to be even further away.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Is good?
Yeah. Still good.
Actually, could I have another individual unit, please?
Yeah. Go ahead.
In the north, the infantry unit in the north. Yeah. Could I move them south, please?
This unit?
Yeah.
Now, you're capable of marching. Let me think here. During the French intelligence phase, there was a unit here. If he was within 4, he could reveal you, which he could. So during his intelligence, he revealed this infantry unit. So it can't march.
They can't march. Okay. Well, I'll take.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'll take those towards. If we can head towards the bridge, please.
Those earthworks remain on the table.
Okay. Can I take them with me?
That'd be a lot of work. Wheelbarrows and wheels and
Yeah, that's me done.
Right. We're still good.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything else I need to move. What about you?
Yeah, just as an afterthought, the second cuirassier unit. That's yeah. Could I turn them to face the oncoming French, please?
Now, this unit here activated this turn, right?
Right. So it should have been done as core.
He was too far away from any unit, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
This unit should have activated individually. So we did this wrong.
Okay.
What I will do is I'm going to draw a second card, and then a third one. And this is it. If this comes up the flag, you're done.
Yeah. Okay.
Tricolor, then you're good.
Okay.
You want to do something with him? It's the last thing you can do for the turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just turn them round, please.
To the north.
Turn them to yeah.
All right,
That's fine.
it. Your turn's done.
Okay.
Oh, pleased with that.
Yeah.
As soon as you move this cuirassier unit, you were in individual activations. Screwed up there. That's my fault.
Yeah.
But you still managed to get a lot done anyway, so kudos. Shooting.
I'm itching to fire my canister.
All right, starting in the north. Your cannon on the hill here. This will be your second shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a canister against infantry. You're going to hit on the first 5 as well as 6s. You're going to roll.
Baby.
You're going to roll 5 dice.
5. Oh, absolutely zilch.
Okay.
I ducked.
Right, next shooting towards the center. This unit, I believe, moved. Yes. This unit remained in place. It is at long range to the French Guard unit.
Yeah.
Long range. You're at 5 Elan. Long range. You're going to roll 3 dice. You hit on 6s.
Nothing.
Interesting. Going over this way. Move. You got the cannon. Heavy artillery. You
Yeah,
fired
they'll
5 times now. You're going to reload.
reload. Yes, please.
So you're now at 4 shots that you fired.
Okay.
And this cannon in, you're at 5. This will be the last shot.
Yeah, he can see it. I'm not using him. He can save that shot.
All right. Coming down here, these infantry moved. They didn't move, but nothing is in their arc. So you are done. Goes to close combat. There is none. That's it. It's going to the French turn. French.
Hmm. I think Marshal Ney.
Okay then.
Yeah,
Excellent staff work.
that's the one.
I won't say it again, Ian. I won't say it again. Go ahead.
What's up there then?
I don't know. It looks good to me.
What is that?
Is that Napoleon roaming about going, get your finger out?
Get over here.
It's got a bit of low.
I knew he was going to get him on the table somehow.
He's a legend. All right, Michael.
Okay, so the infantry corps first then. And we want to thank you. Yeah, just take me straight, please, Kurt.
You want to go after this unit.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
That
Yes, please.
cavalry isn't part of
Yes.
the corps, Curtis.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that infantry that's just immediately behind the dragoons can only go straight up to the rear. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
You want to go here, or do you want to go up this way, or just straight ahead?
Can you pan up, please? I just need a little. Yes, please. Yeah, to the flank.
You're out of the arc of your artillery.
Yeah. Hey. Then the next call.
Wait, that's 2 Elan. Hey! Sure.
Sorry, the two guard heading towards the hill at the south. Yeah. We have those, and what direction are the Russian infantry facing? Are they both facing northwest there?
They're facing me.
Right.
They are in range of charging you.
Yeah.
So you can't sit there. You're going to have to do something.
No.
They can just shoot.
How far? And go 2 base widths forward. That's not a complicated move, is it now? Or whatever it is they call it. Difficult maneuver.
What you do to make a normal full 2 base width move, you start off by pivoting.
Yep.
Any
And
facing
then-
you want, and then you move in a straight line.
Right. And As long as you don't hit terrain,
No, you can hit
you go
terrain.
your full. Right.
If you hit difficult ground, you'll be at 1.
1. Okay. Will the second unit outpace the Russians then if I go straight ahead? Because I don't obviously want to go straight ahead and then get hit in the rear.
You'd be out of the charge range. I think.
Yeah.
That's the front of the base.
You can go at an angle. This hill is an objective, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We shall do this then. Yeah, at an angle.
Yeah. Tell me what you want to do. Do you just want to move them the hell out of there as far away as you can?
No, I want to try and hold that hill if possible. So, yeah, move them in that direction towards you.
No, he's facing me.
Yep, that's fine.
Now where?
Onto the hill above him.
Now if he stops here, he could face toward the Russians. That's a difficult move, but it allows him to change his facing. Instead of facing the way you moved, you could face anywhere you want.
Right, that'd be ideal. Let's do that.
And you are not in range.
Good, good.
You want to be in range.
Nope.
All right.
No, he can move into the guns if he wants to move into the guns.
All right, that's 2. I believe he was.
Yeah, he was out of range from them, I think.
All right. Next activation.
Okay.
That was Michael's move there.
I've given him nice column, man.
Oh, is he?
I'm stealing these ones to the base or to the bottom. The cavalry at the south. Did they manage to get back into core? Yeah. It's difficult to see here whether or not they are.
Oh, they're not.
No, just out. That's all right. I think that's probably us for cores then. Do you want to have your cavalry?
Yes, please. Okay. So let's bring them round to threaten the Cossacks, please.
They're too far away to charge. It would be a bad idea because of the difficult ground anyway, penalized. You could move 13 because you're crossing the hill. Where would you like to go? Were the Cossacks like this?
Yeah, yeah.
No theater because they can't charge you. Worry about that. Now, when you do this, this puts these Cossacks in your frontal arc, basically a zone of control. It extends 1 full base width ahead of your base. So the only thing these guys can do is either charge you or move straight back. So they're stuck right now. They have to move straight back because they can't charge you. You've got them locked.
Okay.
Good move, Michael. Good move. All right, next you've got your cavalry. You want to do anything with them? These guys, your guard cav. 2 Elan.
Yeah.
They're facing the Russians at the moment. They can shoot you. You'll have to do something.
Sorry, mate, I missed that. The Russians are in their arc, are they?
Well, the Russians will be able to shoot at you in the next turn.
Yeah. I would like to pull them back to the north side of the hill to try and get back into core. No, more towards just the west, trying to pull them back towards core range of the infantry. Other side if you can. The northern side of the hill. Yep.
This would be 4, but you'd be facing me. This would be 2, you'd be facing them.
If I can go 2, will that keep me close enough that I'm within, because that's part of the infantry corps that's on that hill at the moment?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if I can get back to within corps radius, that would be excellent. I'll bring that hedge with me for cover.
All right, there you are. You are out of musketry range. You're in core range.
Okay.
Good. That was 2.
Cavalry to the south. Then the Cuirassiers. Let's bring them up to start threatening a bit more, I think.
All right, what was this?
The very southern cavalry units.
All right.
Yeah. The one closest to the Russian deployment first.
This one?
Yeah. Actually, no, you're right. The one you were pointing out first, the other guy. Yeah. If he pivots, so he's coming to the rear of the Russians. So essentially, he's pivoting between the Russians and the other unit of Cav. Yeah. And how far can he move there? What sort of distance are we looking at? That's probably ideal there. Yeah. Does he have to? He has to move that distance for a simple move, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do that.
If you want to move 2, you can end facing any direction.
No. We'll go for the full fort.
All right.
There was one coming at some stage, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I think we achieved most of our objectives there.
Yes, wasn't too bad.
All right, shooting. Your cuirassiers are behind those Russian infantry, and they cannot touch you, cannot shoot at you. You have them basically locked in place at the moment.
That's all right. The only thing I need to do in the south is another reload on the horse artillery. So them. And then next turn we can bring them back in with a bit more effect. My cannon and then your French to the north.
Yep.
Go cannon first into the unit directly in front of them.
This will be your 5th shot. That's your
Having the artillery commander really makes them a lot more effective. Because I think they would have been out of the game a long time ago if they hadn't had the reloads.
That's right, yeah.
dice and 6s.
2. No. So close. Would you mind forming a square next time, Russians?
Guard infantry.
And this is still 4 dice, isn't it?
7 plus 1 is 8. Long range against this target. Let me double check again. That will be 4 dice.
Okay.
And the first 5 and 6s.
Okay, I've got a 2, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
2 hits. That knocks this 7 Elan down to 5. Hard. Alright. Scooting down. These guys all moved. So, I believe that's it. Okay. The end of the French turn. What turn are we? Because I forgot the maps.
This is our turn 20. That unit that's just taken the Elan hits, were they not almost knackered? I thought they were on.
No, they withdrew.
Oh, they
Yeah,
withdrew, did they? I was
Yeah.
off getting coffee.
That's That's the substitute.
That's a fresh one coming into the fray.
Substitute coming on,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, fresh meat.
That's good.
So this is turn 21 then, is that correct?
This is turn 21. Yep.
Right.
Well, it's going to be turn 21 when the Russians take it. This is turn 20.
No, we're on evens. Oh no, yeah. This is the end of our turn 20, and I think that's us done. So it's over to you, gentlemen of Russia.
All right, turn 21, Ian. Allocate your commanders if you want.
No. Do you need to do any core activations?
Just bear with me 1 sec. Yeah. Yeah. Are they within range for core activation? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If I can move the infantry again towards, well, basically at the angle they're on now, towards the village. And also the artillery battery. How far does that move, Kurt?
2.
2.
They're all racing in the same direction.
Yeah.
You're in the French artillery's fire arc at this point. Canister.
Is that canister range?
Yes, it is, but it will be halved because it's counter battery fire. But he will hit on 5s.
Right, in that case, can I move them down towards the rear of the infantry, please? From off the hill. Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Could we just pan up to the? Could we just pan that camera up a touch, please? Right. The two forward brigades, are they in musket range? They are in musket range, aren't they?
Where are you talking?
The two, yeah, further along. Yeah, that one and the one next to it, firing at the French infantry. They were in musket range, weren't they?
Long range.
Yeah.
Long range.
Right.
5 Elan and 5 Elan.
And what's facing them? What are they on at the French?
What's their Elan?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 7.
Jeez.
Yeah, they need whittling down, not them boys.
Sorry?
They need whittling down, so.
Don't they do? Yeah, yeah. The right hand unit. Are they the same corps, aren't they? Those two.
Yes.
Yes, those three, isn't it? It's the one that retired as well. Yeah. Okay. The right hand unit towards the closest to you. Yeah. Could I move him forward towards that French infantry? In fact, can I? Do I?
Is it charge range?
It says charge range, isn't it?
Mm.
Is it flank?
You can get a flank attack.
I'll charge.
They'll basically have to re-roll their successes.
Yeah, I'll charge. Okay. So the other two that were activated as core, they can actually just stand, even though they're activated?
Yeah, you just pay at least 1. You don't have to activate all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
2 units have to activate.
Okay. Ian, have you got any core?
Not really. I've got a single activation, but not a core. Single activation, but not a core. So if you've got anything you desperately want to do, you be my guest.
I've got a single activation. The Cuirassier closest to you. Yeah. How far away am I from that artillery?
You're out of arc. You can't. Well, you can pivot up to 45 before you charge.
Uh-huh.
I think you might be able to make it. I'd have to look. If you want to charge the guns, is that what you want to do?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Right, that'll make your facing, well, you won't be able to do it.
Okay.
45.
Could I move? That unit is out of arc at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, this is an individual activation. You can't charge anything. Everything's out of range in arc.
Right, okay. In that case, could I move them forward and turn them towards the guns?
How far you want to go?
Just about halfway, please. Just give them something to think about. Yeah. I'm out of arc, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The Cossacks in the north. Sorry, are we still good?
Good.
The Cossacks in the north, can they withdraw?
They have to move. They can't be picked up and leave the table.
Okay.
Too close to an enemy. So if you want to activate them, they could move straight back.
Yeah, I'll actually move them at an angle towards where you're standing there. If you move them sort of, what would it be? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's me.
Right. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, good. Right. My little chappie in the field, infantry. Yeah. If he can move forward, is whatever he can, one base width, whatever it is. Lovely jubbly. Oh, good. And this infantry regiment, that's just south of the river. No, on its own, that one, yeah. If he can continue moving forward his full move, trying to avoid the water if possible. Yep. Right, the next thing I'd like to do, since I can still do it, is the medium gun. That's, no, hang on. No, forget that, because it would have to cross the river, it would take forever, so no, leave him where he is.
Just out of interest, can artillery ford that river?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because he'd have to move up to the river, stop, then cross the river. Nah, there's no point now. He's in long range. He'd still be at long range, so he might as well stay where he is.
It's a minor unit.
And he's only got one shot left anyway, so no. I think we're done, unless you've got anything, Steve.
No, I think I'm good. Thanks, Ian.
Okay.
All right, shooting, starting in the north. Everything moved over here, so there's nothing. Coming down to the village area. These guys charge. These guys cannot shoot anything. There's nothing in their arc. There's nothing. Down here, they moved. These guys, they moved out of range. And that's it. There is no shooting except for the cannon if you want to. Heavy artillery and the foot guns both are eligible to fire against this artillery unit, the Saxons. This Saxon unit has fired 5 times. It's got one more shot.
What do you think, Ian?
Well, the commander who can reload is at the other end, and we'll have to take him off the table and bring him back on.
You want to reload?
I think save it, yeah. I think reload.
Now on 3 with the heavy guns.
I'm going to save the firing on that one.
All right, shooting is done. Close combat. We got this one right here. This is a charge by the Grenadiers with 5 Elan, going against the Guard for the French, who have 7 Elan. They have to re-roll successes. You know what? Defender, that's Michael. Roll your 7. Yeah, it's 7 dice, and you need 4 pluses.
Oh,
You're gonna
okay.
re-roll successes. So do that. 7
Radio.
dice. 4 pluses.
Okay, I've got 2 4s, 2 5s, and a 1, 2, and 3. 4 hits then.
Re-roll.
And reroll
4 pluses.
2.
So you scored 2.
Yeah.
All right, now the Russians. You have to beat 2 to win this combat. He always wins draws. So you start off with an Elan of 5. You get +1 for shock. Just a minute. French Guard infantry. Do they have the steady trait?
Yes.
They do. That means they get 1 more die.
Oh,
You roll 4 plus.
okay. 6.
Reroll it.
No, 1.
All right, you're still at 2. Now, the Guard Grenadiers are at 5 + 1 for shock. That's 6 dice.
Okay.
You need 4 plus.
Beating in the flank, does that count for them?
Now that makes him re-roll. It makes
Of course it does,
makes
yes.
him roll his dice. So 6 dice. 4 plus.
5.
Oh,
5 hits.
5 hits. 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 2.
Differential is 3. The French unit takes 3 hits. That knocks his 7 down to 4. He has 4 Elan. In addition, he has to retreat. Facing away from the enemy. Grenadiers take 1 Elan hit, so they're dropped to 4, and they have the option of advancing. You want to advance straight ahead.
No, I think I'm just going to stand my ground there.
That's it for close combat. We're going to go right into the French turn. Mark off another turn, please.
Have done.
This is turn 22, I believe, and it's
It is.
French. Allocate your commanders.
I think they're happy enough sitting where they're sitting.
Okay, let's go to orders. Core activations.
Yep. Napoleon's going to tell Ney to pull his finger out. I believe that's the technical term. using excellent staff work. So if you want to use that on your big core first, then.
Yep. Right. Need to just. I can't pivot, can I? I've got to cross, haven't I? Straight away with the central lot. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Just take me up to the river with the other one on the left, and the other one that can only just go up to the river too, can't it? They're on the right there. Just down a bit to my right, sorry, which is where your next one along. Yeah, that can only go up to the river, can't it?
We'll move one.
Can it? I can move one. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, let's do one then. Oh, so I can actually. Yes, please.
I just want to make sure you're facing the right direction. You want to go at an angle, just say.
Yeah, we'll do that next turn.
By the way, this hero ability, it's an individual activation, and this unit forfeits any movement.
Can the other one move through it?
Huh?
Can the other one move through it whilst these,
Well, they can all move.
Sorry, are we talking about rallying?
Yeah, we're talking about rallying. If you want to do that, this unit can't move.
Yeah, and that prevents the other one moving.
Well, the other unit
Behind
can
it.
move from.
Okay.
You want to move or rally?
Let's move. We'll rally when we get the other side.
Yeah, because that would be an individual activation anyway. Very good. Not confuse me. Sorry, Michael. I know I am. Go ahead.
Yep. And yes, just advance the gun straight, please. Yeah, could you just pull them back a tad? Am I in? Okay.
In.
I'm in. Okay. So, next score, Jerry?
Right. The French on the hill. Everybody's in range there, including the cavalry for a core activation, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. The rearmost unit that's currently facing away. Yeah. Can we get them? Yeah, can we get them to the top of the ridge and face them?
This is the ridge right here. It goes like this.
Okay.
So you have to be like this, facing that way to gain cover from.
I'm not worried about the cover. I'm just more or less aiming you. So on top of the hill, facing that cavalry that's almost under your hand.
Oh.
No, them, yeah.
This one or this one?
No, the rearmost one. Yeah, that one. Because the other one's already facing towards the enemy.
So you want to stay on the hill and just protect the rear? Is that what you're doing?
That's exactly what I'm after.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. And the cavalry itself. Yeah. Can we... We're currently not being threatened by anything. There's nothing close enough to charge or shoot. They almost are.
No, they're out of range.
Oh, that's right. if the cavalry can turn more or less to face the... No, I want to face the cavalry behind, yeah. And then move them 1 or 2. They don't need to move particularly far. I don't want to move them out of core range if at all possible. If they
Just to
stay
protect the
close
guns? No?
No, the gun's only got 1 shot left, so he'll be lifted as soon as I fire. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll literally be firing this turn. And then he's gone regardless. So that's that core.
Or that was 2.
That's the same. Oh, second core, yeah.
And the southernmost cavalry, the cuirassiers, are they in core range or are they going to be individual?
Individual.
Okay. I don't think there's any other core maneuvers anyway, is there?
No.
No. Okay. So individuals, do you want to start with your cavalry?
Yeah. Can we pivot on that point? Yeah. And can I hit them in the rear?
No, I think you're going to be slowed by the river.
Slowed by the river. That's us 2. Yep, that's fine. Thank you.
Right. Keep in mind, these Cossacks can leave the board in their movement phase. They move 4, so...
Yeah, there are plenty of other targets to the south there anyway. That's one thing we're not at a loss for.
Good.
Okay, my horse artillery in the south. They have got a 3 base move.
Right.
So I could move them almost northeast towards that rearmost Russian infantry unit. Yeah. Nope, no, the first one you were pointing at. Yeah, him. So if I move towards them.
Western range?
Yeah, if possible. I'm hoping that's close enough.
That's a movement of 2 right there, and you are in canister range.
Okay, that should be sufficient. We're up to 3 again, aren't we, ammo-wise?
You fired 3 times, so this will be your 4th shot, and that would be 3 dice.
Okay, grand. Right, have we run out yet? Is that nasty Russian flag coming?
Nope.
Good. Okay. Cuirassier then? Oh, actually, hang on. Before we do them, your French who retreated from the village,
Yeah.
do you want to A, turn around to face the people coming, or B, are you in charge range of the one in the field?
Ah.
Yes.
Oh,
Would you like to?
Oh, yes, please.
It also pulls you closer towards our southern line that we're reforming.
Yeah. Yes. That's...
It won't be a flank attack, but he is in the difficult terrain. He'll suffer the penalty.
Oh, goody.
Oh, well, that's all good, isn't it? See how we drew you in there, you overextended in. Every moment of this game so far, the past 21 turns have led to this point. The pivot.
This is great.
While he's keeping you busy, I'm quite happy.
We're not going near that village.
Yeah,
We're hoping you starve in there.
While Nate's paddling around in that stream up there, I'm as happy as Larry, I can assure you.
Oh, my God.
Okay, and we're still moving, so this is all good, clean family fun. Karasi to the south then? Can we start to bring them up? Yep. I'd like to move them north towards the deck of cards.
This one first or this one?
Yeah, no, the furthest one. Yeah.
If you go that distance, you have to face that way.
Yep. That's
two. You can face any-
no, that's okay. We'll go the further. Yep. And see whether or not that's another card flipped for us to see whether or not we run out of steam. Excellente. They could get back into core command this turn. Well done them. So that unit. I don't want to go the full distance with them. If we go 2, could we keep them facing the rear of that unit?
We could go that far.
Yeah. Yeah. Even could we pivot them slightly more to the right? Because I'm aware that they have a 4 base move, don't they?
Yeah.
And they have a 45-degree arc, which means I think they're threatening the rear of the unit at the river's end as well. Yeah, them. If I'm facing in that direction, I have a choice of Russians to charge.
Threatening all of these units.
Yeah, that's all good. We shall do this thing. Like I say, one thing we're not short of is targets.
That's it.
That's good. That feels fruitful. Feels like we've done stuff.
It's Napoleon. Getting a lot done with that too.
It's the way of the future. Right. Shooting. The horse artillery with canister into the rear of the Russian. Mm-hmm.
Canister, which means you'll hit on the first 5 as well. You're gonna
6
roll.
and 3 dice.
You're gonna roll 3 dice.
A 5. We'll take it. It's only a hit, but it's better than nothing.
4 Elan drops to 3.
And the Saxon gun.
Wait a minute. This is an artillery guy. He could add 1 additional dice.
Oh, of course, yeah, because we didn't use him to reload this turn.
Right, go for it.
Try that and see if I get a 6. I do not. No, still just the 1. The Saxon gun firing at the nasty Russians who just chased our friends off directly in front.
You roll 2 dice.
Yep.
2 dice, you need 6s.
6s. Got 1.
4 drops to 3 Elan.
That's the last of the ammo. Well, they had a heck of an innings. Routing guns, fighting the good fight. It was, it was nice. Worked. We like it. I don't think you've any shooting, and I've no other shooting. That's us, isn't it?
Yep. Apart from the
Combat. Combat.
Alright, the defender, which is the Russians. Your Elan is at full strength at 6. You have the steady trait, which adds +1, so you're 7. But you're in difficult ground, which is a -1. So you're down to 6. It's not a flank attack. It's not a flank attack. So 6 dice, you need 4s.
466,626, would you believe?
Oh,
So
nice.
4 sixes and 4, 5 hits.
Beautiful.
Whose idea was that to charge that unit?
5 hits.
Some little Corsican.
All right, now the French. You have 4 Elan. You don't count your guns for this. So you have 4 Elan plus you have shock, which is 5.
Ah, 5.
4 pluses.
Okay, 5 dice. I've got 3.
All right, you lost. You're going to take 2 hits for being beaten. So your 4 becomes 2. Also, you're going to... wait a minute. The Russians take 1 fatigue. So there's 6 becomes 5. And the French takes 2 fatigue and retreats. It takes 2 fatigues and it's down to Elan. And it beats.
Oh dear, straight back into the arc of our troops.
You're facing this way.
But it's not your day, it's not your day.
So you got repulsed. If it was a... Yeah.
I think run for a kicking regardless.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, it was that or stand and take it in the front and possibly rear from 2 units the following turn anyway, so.
You're getting squished in here.
Yep.
Uh,
We're just throwing them in.
That's it for close combat, I think.
We've had sappers undermining this area for months and filling it with TNT. Once enough Russians have entered, we're just going to crater this whole part of the countryside.
So it goes to the Russians. Mark off another turn.
It's our turn, you say now.
It is
23, I believe.
23.
Can just ask what the Elan is of the 2 French cavalry units that are at the bottom of the hill facing the Russian cavalry? No,
No,
right
they're
in front
back-
of you.
yeah.
Right in front, that's the
They're on
they're
2.
Elan.
2. 5.
Right.
5.
And what's the other one?
This is 5 and this is 2. 5, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only one cavalry
I thought
unit there,
we-
Ian. No,
we're
the
doing
other
one
one's infantry, yeah.
Right, okay.
Is the infantry fresh?
Yes.
That's a shame.
Yes.
Okay, Steve, do you need to do a call?
You want to allocate, change positions of your sub-commanders? You happy with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This guy's been sitting in the village forever.
Yeah, well, he's doing fine there.
That's their job.
Job
Yeah.
might be to come yet.
Got some line. Came back. Okay, go ahead. Core activation.
Yeah. In the centre there, near the village, there's 3 units in that core, isn't there?
Where are you looking?
There, yeah.
Guard, guard, guard.
Are they all in the same core? Yeah.
Yeah. Plus the cavalry. And is in range, I think. Let me check. Yeah. So all of your core is in core range. These 4 units. Even the cavalry. These
Okay.
guys are not, and these guys are not. Isolated.
Okay. Right. Are you okay for me to take first core, Ian?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. The obvious one. The charge. The infantry near the village, if they can charge into the retreating unit.
Right where?
In front of you, yeah.
Charge?
They can yes, please.
Not going to lie to you. That's not going to go well.
Oh, I don't know.
Just saying. You know what it's like when you corner a wounded animal. I'm just warning you now. You had your chance. You still chose to do it.
This is a flank charge. The French will have to re-roll successes. They have 2 Elan.
Okay.
Now, is this a core activation?
Yes, please.
That's 2.
Yeah, if they could just move forward slightly towards the unit that's just charged. Yeah. And the one, is that the one that's down to 2? Has that got 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just move them slightly towards that unit that's just moved, please. Just about a base width will do. Okay.
Now, I have to remind you of something. I've been kind of looking at this different. This Cossack unit is going the wrong direction to withdraw from the table. It has to go that side, the east. So it's going to move all the way around. You can't get off this edge.
Yeah, it's got to go towards its own edge, yeah.
Well, wait a minute. This was a Russian edge.
Yes, so it should be able to go off the far side, shouldn't it? The northern edge.
Yeah, you're right. They can go off here.
Okay.
Yeah, even the north. You can go off here or here. East.
Okay. So the cavalry could activate as well at the same time as that core, yeah, the other cuirassier unit?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just flip cameras. Could we lift the northern cameras slightly, please? Thank you.
You're facing north.
North, yeah. Can they, at the angle they're at now, if they could just withdraw so they're still facing the same way, please? Yeah, that's good. Right. I've got. Are we still good on the cards?
Well, that's it.
Oh,
No, it's okay. That was the end of that core's activation. You have to pick another core activation.
It's still okay, yeah.
Very good.
right. Have you got any core, Ian?
Just trying to.
I have actually got one more core.
Yeah. You've got another call. Go on,
yeah,
then.
yeah. Right. The infantry will continue running towards the bridge. If I turn the heavy guns, Curtis, are the French infantry in range crossing the river?
You can shoot at these cannon. Yeah, they're in range down here.
But if they turn to face the river, are they within range?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll do fine. That's me, Ian, yeah.
Okay, see if we get any more. Oh, God. Excellent.
I'm just grabbing a coffee, you guys. I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Right. The 2 units that are next to the road, the 2 infantry units that are next to the road in the south, yeah, they're not the same part. They're not the same core as the one behind them, are they?
No.
No. Okay. So. Right, well, what I'd like to do then is to move the two as a core unit, and I'd like them to move onto the road and head north. But I'd like to try and keep the facing, so they're facing the French if that's possible. So they're sort of going on the road and shuffling sideways. Is that possible?
Yes. You want to face like that?
Yeah, so they're facing the French, yeah. Both units, yeah.
It's only one base width movement when you do that.
That's fine. Right. Okay. You're going to flip the cards. Still good.
Yep.
Right. Well, the next thing. I'll get my chappie who's in that rough ground and at a disadvantage onto the road as well, please. Just to move onto the road.
Up?
Yeah. Towards the village, just a little bit, but still facing south, if that's possible. On the road, facing south.
South is that way.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's okay. That'll do then, as they are now, because they're still basically facing the French, so that'll do. Okay, let's see if we're still good. Oh, brilliant. Then the last one is, I can't see it, but you know the Cossack unit? Can I get him off the table?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about him again.
Yeah, so okay, so he's safely out the way.
That's it.
Still good?
Nope.
No, I've got the thing, okay. Oh, well, that wasn't bad at all, that. Quite pleased with that.
So you got the Cossacks off just in time.
Mm-hmm.
The goons were hot on their tail, but they managed to
Yeah, that's right. I didn't want to take an unnecessary loss.
escape to the west. All right, shooting. Russians. Nothing here. We got a close combat. They moved. These guys both moved. That's it. Just the two cannon. And
Has my heavy battery got a target?
I don't think so. No, no targets are available. So
Can it reload then, please?
you can reload.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're down to 2 shots so far. So that's a lot more dice.
Okay.
Because if you fired only twice. That's it. Close combat. Right here, important melee. The French will have to re-roll their successes because they're hit in the rear. They only have 2 Elan. They don't count their guns. They do have steady, which means they add +1. So 3 dice, you need 4s. Reroll successes. Michael.
Okay. 4 and a 5. 3.
It's 2 hits. Reroll them.
Rerolling. 1.
1 hit, 1 success. Now the Russians are charging here. They have a line of 3 +1 for shock. That's 4. 4 dice.
Okay. 1.
It's 1 to 1. Unfortunately, the Russians have lost. They take 2 Elan hits. Down to 1, they are useless. They are spent. They have to also retreat.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I?
Victory.
The French lose 1. The French lose 1 Elan as well. They have to retreat. Both units are now spent. You don't have to retreat. The Russians do. French kicked butt there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some Italians ready. Saw you coming.
The French, you see, they're not Saxons. They've got some bottle.
That's the only melee, so that's that. Goes to the French. Next turn.
24.
24. Was it 6 turns left?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to work out.
All right, 6 turns. And
If we just go as the crow flies for the village, is it even possible to reach it?
I was thinking.
Ignore those guys in there.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if we've got to the point where we're not going to reach there, I don't want to start throwing people away for the sake of throwing them away.
we'll take 4 turns.
And we theoretically have 4 turns left. We'd have to break you in 1 turn then at the end, and you'll have all your guards there heading me in the flank. And to the north.
Nay's too late.
Yeah, it's paddling
It's too
around.
late. Yeah, well, theoretically there's 6 turns, but only half of those are ours for movement. We only have this turn, 26, 28, and 30. So, you know, I'm happy enough to call it there and retreat and save the rest of the army, rather than unnecessarily throw away men at a lost cause.
Are you conceding?
I think it would be the sensible thing to do. It's not my army, mind you, it's Napoleon's, but you know, Napoleon seems to have joined the baggage train to the rear some time ago, isn't making himself known.
Yes, Jerry's tired.
Because I don't know if this is going to form part of a larger campaign. I don't want to throw away Nay's. I don't want to throw away Nay's column if he may reappear at some point later. Obviously, the other ones have taken a battering already.
Well, let me tell you something. You've got 3 turns to try and break the enemy or take the village. I don't think you'll take the village.
Yeah.
As far as breaking the enemy, all the Russians have to do is keep withdrawing and keep them away from you to secure victory.
Yeah.
Knowing that, you're right, it would be sensible to call a halt to the festivities and declare a Russian victory by victory points.
Yeah.
I don't really think French could do it.
No, and I'm very aware that our break point is a lot closer than the Russians at present. We're only 2 units away from breaking ourselves.
You could.
We've lost 5 and my break point's 7, so.
Gary, these 2 Russian units are down to 2 Elan and 3 Elan. These are full strength guard units. You would break them, I'm sure. Also, up there in the north, those 2 isolated Russian units Ney could focus on. That's possibly 2 more within 3 turns.
That only brings them up to 9 out of the 11. You know, we're still too short now. I think it's a fairly decisive Russian victory.
It was Ney taking so long to get onto the table, and also you've had to come on at a really crap location.
It's one of those things, though, Ian, if my cavalry hadn't spent, because I may as well start talking about how this battle went, if my cavalry hadn't spent so much time with the Cossacks in the north, potentially they could have gone and run off those 2 units that you had fortified.
That's right, yeah. I was worried about that, but you were fixed by them Cossacks, which was not what I was there for.
You outnumbered me. I think you had 4 units of Cossacks to 2 French cavalry, so I couldn't turn and ignore them because I would have just got hit in the rear. So I had to make sure they were gone. But if they'd done a better job earlier, and I think at one point I had 8 dice on a Cossack unit and only did 1 hit, you know, so there wasn't good. But if they'd come in and cleared that top, our first turn with Ney would have been a full core march of 12 base widths. I mean, they would have been halfway to the bridge. Which would have thrown a whole other complexion on it. That, and there were some stupid maneuvers by myself earlier, mostly down to not knowing exactly how the rules work, throwing away units for no reason. And but obviously this is It's a fairly easy game to pick up.
I think it all depended because we weren't too worried about there because we knew we had a long way to travel.
Mm.
We had bad ground to travel through. We also knew we had some decent guards units which were at full strength waiting for him.
Yeah.
What I was worried about was the south. But you stayed on that hill, which was what I was hoping you'd do, fanning about with your cavalry.
Napoleon wasn't keen on moving the southern. I didn't even realise they were guards until I took over
They were
at the very end.
They was worrying me. I wanted to keep them pinned.
Because the theory, what we had was a fairly weak conscript corps holding the village, and then our elites sitting on a hill to the south. For really no reason.
Even though the French were outnumbered, it was still close run.
Yeah. I mean, if we played it out to completion, I think we may have chipped away a bit at you. You would have chipped away a bit at us. We would still have ended with the same result, just a few more casualties per side. Because I was thinking about, now that the corps of cavalry were finally together, I could push over the hill and try and clear the artillery.
Yeah.
But at that point, they're sitting facing a fortified unit inside a village, and cavalry really just, it would have been, I think they're on 4 and 5 Elan presently. So by the time they got through the cannon, if they were even combat effective, would be doubtful. And it was a really interesting fight. I think the Russians getting the village so quickly and getting across the river unimpeded give you that massive swing.
Yeah, it did. And of course, having all our forces on the table was a big advantage.
Yeah. That was our Waterloo moment, you know, in the Scharnhorst campaign. That was the bring me Blucher sort of. If we'd got all the columns in there earlier, it would have been a lot different. Yeah. I suppose also Ney was somewhat hampered coming in with those campaign rules because the column was coming around and into an enemy deployment. That's why the factor was so large. Is that right? If he'd been following the rest of the army, he would have been on much earlier.
Yeah.
Possibly not in as advantageous a position, but position means nothing if you don't have the time to do anything with it.
The last time we played Blucher and we played Scharnhorst, when Vince was doing it, and again the reinforcements came on around about the same time, 10, 14, 15. They just didn't have time to get to the objective. You know, the ground to cover was just too much.
I suppose it's one of those things because you don't know where in the Scharnhorst campaign, you don't know who's going to declare the battle first and where your other columns are going to be. I suppose it requires a bit more thought and effort early on that one, because I suppose it's one of the battles won or lost on the choice of battlefield before the armies are even deployed at that stage. You know, in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I couldn't believe my luck when it fell to how it did fall.
Especially that advanced column on our side on the northern flank.
Yeah.
You know, you can almost imagine that road. The French should come up with the Saxons and realise that they were almost surrounded and just had to stay at the village and try and hold while they were waiting on the column attacking.
Yeah, it was a good game. Fully enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah.
Yep.
Next time it will be different.
Slide then, Michael. What was it like being on the French side?
Sorry?
What was it like being on the French side? Was it just as exciting because you knew he was in a bad position, so you?
Yeah, it was awful. I tell you.
Threw away your winning team.
Yes, buying my cut. It was horrible. Yeah, kind of had that sinking feeling that he wasn't going to get there in time.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
I think we said from the start, didn't we, that it was the Russian game to lose that one. I mean,
yeah.
It
Yeah,
was such
it
a
was
strong
well,
position.
it was
yeah,
well set up. The campaign side of it. Actually, you positioned yourselves well,
mm,
and
So I think we're all agreed it's really Neil's
Yeah, I
fault.
agree.
yes,
It might not be easy. I think.
Were you saying, Curtis, that you were towing? I think somebody asked on the Facebook page about. Was it Beckus was talking about using this for bolt action or flames of war or something, and you were
Oh.
saying you were toying with that as an idea, using the Scharnhorst system.
Yeah, he mentioned if it would work with World War II gaming, and I said, actually it would be perfect, and I've actually been considering it. It would actually work really well because in modern warfare there's a lot of individual mobile. It's a very mobile form of warfare. This is
Yeah.
perfect for that. You could have companies or platoons maneuvering around to get your battle, and it would make sense. It would work perfectly. For periods like the 18th century, not so much. You're going to have to cut down the number of columns maybe because armies didn't really maneuver like they did in Napoleonic times. They tended to stick together as big armies with maybe scouts, and that's it. For modern, yeah, it would definitely work.
Interesting to see how that.
I think a lot of this battle, the advantage of the Russians came from the Scharnhorst campaign. Ian played it really well. I don't think he used the scouting ability as much as he could have, but he did use it the one time effectively, and that's all that counted. He declared the battle quickly. I think Neil was kind of surprised and taken out of position. The last move Neil made was with his guard that he moved from the north all the way down into this sector right here in the south.
Yeah.
That was his last move. He couldn't move in this sector up here in the north because it was occupied by one Cossack unit, believe it or not. So that was it. It set him up for a tough fight without Ney.
He was lucky to get the guards in because I think it was the very last pip of movement that brought him into there as well, wasn't it?
It was.
So that could have been very, very bad indeed.
What do you guys think about a bigger table? I realize my units could be bigger, especially in depth. That would require me painting twice as many figures at the moment. I'll get there. Hold on. But what do you think about this 6x4 table with this sized units? Do you think it works?
yeah.
No, I think it works perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I think the next step would be to improve the camera quality and the lighting. And I think it would be a more detailed view, at least from the one camera.
Mm.
I think that's about it. I think it works. You know where things are. If the host is knowing his stuff and knows what he's doing and, describing things, I think that really helps. Scrap paper, too, for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. You should see, well, if you're looking at my camera, I'm going to pivot me round. I've been sticking little notes up there throughout the thing, like breakpoints, where we were at, our factor for getting Ney in. I have little pads of post-it notes. So I have two screens. I have the one I was watching, and then this one normally had the Facebook page on it.
Yeah.
Just as I go, this was slowly filling up with post-its. I've taken them down now with where units were and what their land was and that sort of thing. So I end up with my command and control board there. It's going. They have this.
That works. I think the only other thing beyond that would be to have a mobile phone or a mobile camera that could easily swing into action and go where a player wants to see a close-up and see the details.
It's an awful lot of additional setup for yourself as well. It's just so. No, I mean, for what you're doing, it's fantastic. I mean, the two cameras work really well, and we can see your cat, so that's all good.
yes.
Infinite source of aerials for 15mm vehicles. So there you go.
Oh God. Yeah.
But no, I think it's great, and I think the size of the units with the ground scale, it looks right. It doesn't. I think increasing the size of the units wouldn't necessarily be a massive.
No, you won't be able to see what they were any clearer. You just cut up the board.
Yeah.
This is what they would look like. That would be infantry, and that would be cavalry. Big blocks of black.
I would say that's more difficult to work out than before.
The only thing I would possibly suggest, Curtis, if you were to get coloured paper or coloured card and make it, just slightly bigger than the unit size, but have it so cavalry might be on white, infantry would be on blue or red, or just so it has a slight border of maybe only 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters around the whole base. But when we're looking at it from above, it might make it a bit easier to pick out the units. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. You'd have to see it actually down on the table to see whether or not it made a massive difference without having to have a big border on the actual figures. But maybe some small.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That would be possibly the only thing I would think about. Everything else works really well for it. Even the likes of your little sticks to show the increasingly small front as it narrows.
Yeah.
Narrows, continues to narrow.
I like them too. I use them all the time, actually.
Yeah, I like them. It was Flames of War game. I seen use them first. You just see especially when the battle lines start to draw together. But yeah, I think that might be the only thing. Some sort of easy reference color coding.
Yeah, that's an idea. I might actually do that. It wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, I mean it's cavalry, infantry, and artillery. So we just need 3 sort of distinctive colors. Right. Hunting for that elusive Russian flag. Don't worry, Ian will find it for you.
Yeah, we usually find it. Yeah, that's about right.
There we go.
After about 5 cards.
This thing's got pretty good.
Right, gentlemen.
All right, guys. Let me turn off the live portion. You can all say your goodbyes, and we'll see everybody next time. Thanks for watching, folks. It was really good fun. Again, the Russians won by concession. The French gave up. They pulled their forces back and ended the battle. But I'll say the Russians really held that village and held on to the momentum of the game, really, the battle. They just could not get on soon enough. Who knows? See you next time, folks. That's our 4th live play with Blucher. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Take care, folks.